This weather report brought to you by Dulux. Worth doing, worth Dulux.
You can't stop floods, but there are ways you can be better protected. As a wet summer approaches, we have the expert tips to help flood-proof your home.
From renovating to raising or starting a brand new build, making your home flood-proof has never been more important. One new design trend, an upside-down house.
To get all the expensive appliances on the first floor as opposed to the lower floor.
The best flooring in a flood zone, polished concrete or tile so the mud can wash straight off.
Ensure that you have a wider staircase which will facilitate the removal of furniture upstairs.
Architect Tim Benetton says different materials make a big difference instead of plasterboard.
This has got fibre cement sheet both sides, and instead of having the batt insulation that fills up with water, this is rigid.
And use aluminium and window door frames and lift what you can.
Aircon units, instead of losing them, getting damaged, get them up high.
With the cost of materials and labour soaring, flood-proofing doesn't need to break the bank. Surplus Traders sells excess stock at a discount to mums and dads.
Going from the old traditional wood products into things like concrete, being more flood resistant.
You can still get sandbags from Brisbane City Council for free, but new technology is taking the industry by storm.
This basically will replace the sandbags, the tarps, even with debris, etc. It will actually stay in place.
Flood planks and barriers form a watertight seal around doors and entrances to stop water getting in. They aren't cheap, but can save tens of thousands of dollars in damage.
A lot of units, especially body corporates, are now seeking advice all the time because a lot of unit complexes got flooded in the last sets of floods.
Anxious not to go through the same thing again. Georgie Chumley, 7 News.
Weather now, Tony, flooding down south, but it's quieter here in Queensland.
Yes, Max, a bit of a change from a wet last few months with temperatures on the rise. Again, it's been quiet in the southeast, but big storms firing away out west. This shot from Trinidad, just north of Quilpie. A big thanks to Wendy Sheehan for sharing this shot. In the southeast, a cloudy start with one or two very light showers early, then a few more sunny breaks this afternoon. Having said that, we are seeing one or two weak storms on the ranges this evening. Despite the cloud, it heated up. Ipswich pushing up to 33 degrees, Brisbane 29 after a warm night on 21. This highly varied weather is all thanks to a series of troughs sweeping across Tasmania, Victoria and New South Wales. The worst of the rain is now clearing offshore with this first front here, but that system is extending a trough up into Queensland here, helping to drag that heat towards the coast and also trigger storms in the north, though no warnings are current. Tomorrow, the hot air remains for southern Queensland, with the only precipitation coming in the form of more storms in the tropics. And down south, more cold air moves in, with snow developing for Tasmania and also the Alps. Now, the cold air will affect Hobart too. Rain and windy with a top of just 11 degrees. Melbourne, not much warmer on 14 with showers and possible small hail. Hard to imagine. Back to Queensland, the heat is leading to an increase in fire dangers high across the northwest and southeast of the state tomorrow in these yellow shades here. Now, we do have a new scale, so these high values can be similar to the old very highs of previous years. For northern Queensland tomorrow, dry across the board and heating up on the coast. Tops of 33 for Cairns and Townsville. In the south, lots of blue sky on offer. Toowoomba tracking for 27 degrees. Back to the southeast, we heat up even further. That's mostly thanks to today's cloud clearing away. So sunny skies with hot westerly winds inland. We should get some slightly cooler afternoon sea breezes right along the coast. Inland spots up around 33 degrees, make that 31s by the Bayside. Bode's early westerlies, then turning northerly with those sea breezes in the afternoon. So in Brisbane, staying warm on 19 tonight, then a sunny top of 33. Keep that sunscreen and a cool drink handy if you are headed outside. Looking ahead, blue skies remain on Wednesday, staying hot, 31 degrees. A cooler change on Thursday though. Ipswich drops from 31 back to 27 with some cooler nights. Gold Coasters 29 Wednesday, back to 23 Thursday and slowly climbing after that. And on the Sunshine Coast, the next chance of rain, storms possible around next Sunday. But with the hot and dry conditions before then, Sharyn, Max, a few gardens might actually be getting thirsty for the first time in months.
Get out the watering can. All right, thank you, Tony. Now, before we go, here's a look at special reports we have for you tomorrow night.
Tomorrow in 7 News, new technology improving the chance of IVF success, while parents-to-be watch from the comfort of home. Plus, farm fresh and affordable. Our top urban farmers and backyard gardeners share their secrets to beating the cost of living crunch. 7 News, Queensland's #1.
And that is all from us this Monday. Thanks for your company.
From all the team, have a good night.
Good night.